There are seemingly no issues involving the formation of Earth in the Precambrian period, so moving on. I don't really know what any of these animals are, or if they're portrayed correctly, so please let me know in the comments. All these animals seem to be placeovers from modern eras, or these trilobites that I don't recognize the genus of. So we're skipping right to the Ordovician period, okay? Not even gonna see any of the weird shit like the hallucigenias or the obabinias. That's a shame. And now we're skipping straight to the Silurian without even seeing any cool animals. Great. This is a very ineffective hunting strategy from the Ammonites' part. Swim up, goddammit. What the fuck am I even looking at? It has a fishtail and squid tentacles. Now they're making up shit. That pink fish on the lower corner there is a jawless fish, which is a few million years too late. Also, evolution is not a linear path. It's just random genetics happening over a course of millions of years. Why don't nobody get this right? I don't ever remember seeing a Archelon having spikes or on its neck and shell, or a sea turtle ever swimming like that. These Mosasaurus designs have some problems. For example, they have way too many spikes. What is this, Jurassic World? It also appears that they're missing their signature second row of teeth. No tail fluke. And as cool of a shot as this is, the Elasmosaurus could not lift its neck like that, as sauropods have special air sacs that allow them to do so. The Elasmosaurus does not. I do not believe that a 5 to 14 ton marine reptile can survive on land for this long. Pteranodons do not hang off of ceilings like bats, because they're pterosaurs, not bats. I don't know if the movie is implying that pterosaurs need to glide off of cliffs and whatnot, but this is inaccurate. Wrong foot anatomy. These pteranodons' wings are bent in the incorrect position. Does this mean that their wings are just permanently broken, and yet they fly anyway? Based on the way that these pterosaurs are drawn, it seems that they don't really have any pycnofibers, which is something that all of them should have. It is at this point where the filmmakers decided to take a logical nosedive and basically said, fuck it, we're gonna put a bunch of prehistoric animals who've never met each other in the same forest. For example, Dimetrodons from the early Permian period, a Nothosaurus from the early Triassic period, and an Ankylosaur from the late Cretaceous. What in the name of Noah's Ark is going on here? Oh, and speaking of Dimetrodon, they literally took away its mammal-like teeth. You know, the thing that it was literally named after. Also, it seems to be in a sprawling stance when in reality it had a semi-sprawling stance. I have no idea what kind of ankylosaur this is supposed to represent, but whatever it is, it's too turtle-like for me. Don't you miss the good old days when dinosaurs were nothing but slow, dumb, stupid tail draggers? I honestly have no idea what these dinosaurs are supposed to be, but hey, feathered dinosaur, so cool. Sauropods were not exclusively confined to swamps, as they could easily survive thanks to hollow air sac-filled bones. Here we see a bunch of naked struthiomimas after leaving the strip club to take a drink of water. At least cover yourselves, you indecent bastards. This Stegosaurus's neck is too short, and it also has too much of a dad bod. Parasaurolophus most likely didn't have skin flaps over its crest. Wrong foot anatomy! Wrong foot anatomy! These Admonosaurus appear to be confined to eating swamp plants, when in reality they would eat just about anything. Also, Hadrosaurs have cheeks, so they can chew their food. I do not know what these dinosaurs are supposed to represent, but their wrists should not be bending that way. What even is this little guy anyway? Is he a ceratopsian? Who cares, he's adorable anyway. What is even the point of being an ambush predator if all you're going to do is roar loudly so that everyone on the entire forest knows where you are at all times? Pfft, dumbass. T-Rex has 2 fingers, not 3. I thought we already knew this with the 1914 Gorgosaurus specimen. The fact that the T-Rex runs with its tail straight up instead of dragging like everything else is years ahead of its time. But I'm once again sending the film again because it displays a fight between a T-Rex and a Stegosaurus, which are millions of years apart from each other. In fact, it's actually more likely that a T-Rex would encounter a human before it encountered a Stegosaurus. T-Rexes could not triumphantly roar into the sky after a victory. In fact, they'd actually have no reason to do that at all. When I first saw this movie, I thought because it was panning to the sky, it would reveal the KPG extinction event. But then my dumbass realized that apparently there is no KPG extinction event because the theory hadn't come up with yet. So instead, the filmmakers use a desert to try to dry out the dinosaurs. Which doesn't make sense since dinosaurs can also live in deserts. Triceratops rosettes are not that prominent in adulthood. Spaghetti necks. Ceratosaurus has one horn in the movie, when in reality they had 3. Also, Ceratosaurus had 4 fingers, not 3.
That's World War II.